Have you ever thought about quitting your job to follow your passion? I did. I used to be a barista, grinding coffee beans and whipping up lattes. Now I'm grinding out content on YouTube. Every day was a symphony of sounds and smells, the comforting hum of the coffee machine, the clinking of cups, the rich aroma of freshly ground beans. I was just another cog in the machine, churning out cup after cup of liquid gold. It was a routine, a rhythm, a dance I knew by heart. I was the maestro, conducting an orchestra of flavors with every latte I whipped up. Being a barista was not just a job, it was a craft, an art form. It was about precision and care, about understanding the subtle nuances of coffee beans, about creating a little moment of joy in someone's day. And for a time, it was enough. But amidst the frothy swirls of milk and the earthy richness of espresso, I felt a simmering dissatisfaction. It wasn't the job, it was me. I was good at what I did, but was it what I wanted to do? Was this routine, this daily grind, fulfilling me? At the same time, a spark was kindling inside me, a fascination with video making. I was drawn to the world of YouTube, to the creativity it inspired, to the community it fostered. I loved the idea of telling stories, of connecting with people across the globe, of creating something that was uniquely mine. Between steaming milk and brewing coffee, I would steal moments to indulge this newfound passion. I began filming snippets of my life, my work, my thoughts. I was a novice, fumbling with camera settings, struggling with editing software. But every small victory, every view, every comment was a rush of exhilaration. This was not just about making videos, it was about expressing myself, about sharing my perspective, about reaching out to others. It was about passion. While I was making coffee, a different kind of brew was stirring inside me, a passion for creating videos. But how does one go from making lattes to making YouTube videos? It all started with one pivotal moment. Picture this, a regular day at the coffee shop, the air filled with the rich aroma of freshly brewed coffee, the hum of conversation and the clatter of cups and saucers. Out of the blue, a regular customer, a filmmaker, struck up a conversation about his latest project. As he passionately described the process of creating a story and visualizing it through videos, I felt an unexpected spark of interest. I began to wonder, could I also tell stories? Could I channel my love for coffee, my experiences as a barista, into something more? I decided to give it a shot. I started experimenting with my phone's camera, capturing the art of making coffee, the faces of satisfied customers, the hustle and bustle of the cafe. Let me tell you, it wasn't a piece of cake. Balancing a full-time job and feeding this newfound passion was a tightrope walk. There were days when I questioned my decision, days when I felt overwhelmed, but with every video I made, with every story I told, I felt a sense of fulfillment I hadn't experienced before. My first victory came in the form of 100 views on my first video. It was a simple one, a day in the life of a barista. But those 100 views, they meant the world to me. They meant that there were people out there willing to listen to my stories, to share in my experiences. Soon I found myself immersed in this world of storytelling. I learned about video editing software, about sound design, about color grading. I spent countless nights honing my skills, fueled by the same passion that used to drive me to perfect every latte I served. And so, while juggling espresso shots and video shots, I found myself at a crossroads. There came a point when I had to make a choice. Continue being a barista or take a leap of faith and become a full-time YouTuber. It was a crossroads moment, one of those pivotal instances that demanded boldness and a willingness to embrace the unknown. To some, it might have seemed like an easy choice, but let me tell you, it was anything but. The aroma of freshly grounded coffee beans, the rhythm of the espresso machine, the regular customers who had become like family. It wasn't easy to think about leaving all that behind. Yet the pull of the other side was equally strong. The creative freedom of content creation, the thrill of seeing my subscriber count rise, the comments from viewers who resonated with my journey. It was an intoxicating mix of excitement, fear, and potential. There were nights when I'd lay awake, wrestling with my thoughts. It wasn't just about leaving a job, it was about venturing into a new world, one where I had no guarantees of success. I questioned myself, was I being too impulsive? Was I ready to give up the security of a regular paycheck? Was this dream worth the risk? But amidst the whirlwind of emotions, there was one constant, my support system. Friends who encouraged me to trust my instincts, family who promised to have my back, and most importantly, my inner voice that kept whispering, "Go for it." I remember the day I made the decision. It was an ordinary Tuesday afternoon and I was making a latte for a regular. As I poured the frothy milk into the cup, creating a perfect rosetta, a wave of clarity washed over me. I realized that I could create something beautiful, not just in a coffee cup, but in the world of YouTube. This was my passion, my purpose. And so I took the plunge. I swapped my barista apron for a YouTube channel. So what's it like to be a full-time YouTuber, you ask? Well, it's been a journey of a lifetime, a roller coaster ride of emotions, trials, victories, and a whole lot of learning. I've experienced the dizzying heights of my first viral video and the crushing lows of content that didn't resonate as I'd hoped. Yet each video, every comment, every share has been a stepping stone, a piece of the puzzle that is my YouTube journey. I've learned that success isn't overnight, and failure isn't final. It's about persistence, resilience, and the courage to keep creating. From the thrill of hitting my first 1,000 subscribers to the satisfaction of creating content that sparks joy, each moment has been worth it. And the best part? It's the community we've built together, the connections made, and the stories shared. And that's my journey from beans to screens. Was it worth it? Every single moment. And I can't wait to see what's next in this YouTube adventure.